Why do you think you can represent the community better than those who've come before?
As a young person myself, I feel as though young people in this ward especially are not being represented enough, and the politics that's been made in Tower Hamlets is not a true reflection of Tower Hamlets itself. As you might be aware, Tower Hamlets is the UK's largest borough. When we're in the chambers, in terms of policies that's been set, it doesn't reflect what we have. And in terms of our young people in general, they have a lot of skill sets, and those skill sets are not being used, whereas the current administration are hiring people that they know rather than the up-and-coming generation that can offer the skill sets that are required for the role within the council.
Do you think the people who are already in place now are qualified for the roles that they're in?
I don't think majority of the people that are working in the council are competent to do their roles. One of the things that I want to do, if I do become councillor, inshallah, alongside Councillor Kabir Hussain, is I want to do a full audit of the council. Because what's happening now is the politics is reflecting our council workers. Politicians are not doing their job, so the council workers feel as though they have the privilege of not having to do what they need to do or what they're getting paid to do so.
Okay.
So I don't think they're competent. I think there needs to be a restructure. We need to understand if they hold the right qualification and experience, and then move forward and see if they're viable for those roles. If those roles are not viable for these individuals that are working in the council, we need to start a whole new hiring process, or we need to dismantle the HR department and then rebuild it from scratch.
And what gives you the indication that tells you that people aren't doing their jobs or the job isn't being done to a correct standard?
So where I'm coming from is I've worked in the council for a couple of years. I've seen certain things that probably members of the public wouldn't see.
Okay.
There is a lot of nepotism, a lot of patronage going on. If I had to tell you from the outset what's going on in the children's services itself, specifically the youth services, a lot of people that have been working there 12 years ago have come back to work there. Where's the progress? When you call out the administration for £13.7 million that's been invested into the youth service, where is that money? Because I haven't seen it.
Okay. Fair enough.
That money is going somewhere, so we need to know where it's going.
And how it's being employed.
Yeah, so at the moment, I feel as though, from my personal opinion, all that money is going into the staff members rather than the children
Online
that need
services.
it the most.
And why are you here then? Why are you standing?
To make a change, because I do feel as though the councillors in this day and age don't hold senior members of the council to account. I think majority of them do become friends and rub shoulders with each other just because they want their way or want a little favour. I'm here to break that.
And why do you think politicians around the world ignore young people?
They don't see them as of value or any value. Young people hold a certain level of value in every single community. And if you don't understand that or value it, I think the whole community crumbles, because they're going to be the next generation of people coming in and having to do the work that we're doing now. Like, I'll give you a real life example. One of the young people that I've been helping to apply for a role within the council, he didn't even get an interview, but he's got all the required essential requirements of the job role.
But Tower Hamlets is so replete with highly qualified young people that one young person with the qualifications may not fairly get an opinion because there's so many others. Is that the case? Or?
No, it's not the case. It's the case where someone's already been earmarked for the role.
Right.
And that person doesn't necessarily have the same skill sets as someone who'd be applying from, say, outside the inner circle of the administration.
Sure. Okay. All right, so we're against nepotism.
I am against it. So,
And therefore we need to be for
Yes.
competence
Yes.
and honesty.
yeah. I know someone that is a very senior official within the council that can't type a document on a computer. He gets other people to write an email and documents on the computer.
So other people are having to do the job he's paid
yes,
for.
Yes.
Well, that doesn't sound very efficient.
No, it doesn't.
Root out the nepotism, basically, is your
Yeah.
message, and get some online services to people who we are the ones who voted to put our
Yeah.
elected representative in, for them to do something for us,
Yeah.
not just to put their family members in.
No,
the position.
of course.
Why do you think you get in trouble for that?
It's because there's an atmosphere of toxicity in relation to one particular party and one particular group. That's what it is. I think if you do go against them, they'll come at you at 100 miles an hour.
What does that mean?
That means if you speak against the status quo that's been established by the administration, they will target you.
Sounds quite Nazi-esque, really.
True, it's true. You'll only experience it if you've been in it. Because, again, I used to support a particular party in 2022. Now I've gone independent simply because I've understand what happens in the inner circle. We've trusted a man in 2022 where we felt sorry for him, we felt the conviction that he had in 2015 was unfair. So we took the decision to vote for him. But a year or 2 years after, we find out that he's doing the same old thing that he's done prior to 2015. So what has changed? Nothing.
All right. Well, we want a new perspective,
Yeah.
and not just more of the same from the old.
Yeah.
That's the message, isn't it? Amazing. Okay.